Hello everyone, my name is Maddie. I'm one of the children's librarians at the Chatham Library. I'm back today with another craft, and this one is going to be, I'm really excited about this one. It was really fun to make, and I think you'll all enjoy it too. So in light of the 4th of July being this Saturday, I have salt watercolor firework art that we can do today. It's a little messy. Salt does tend to get everywhere, but you just have to make sure you're not over a carpeted area. Either tile, hardwood floors. As long as it's not carpet, it should be easier to clean up. All you need today is black cardstock or construction paper. I'm just using construction paper. You'll need liquid school glue or liquid like Elmer's glue to stick the salt down to the paper. We'll need a cup with a little bit of water in it for the watercolor, as well as some watercolor paints. And I don't know about what the elementary schools are requiring nowadays, but when I was in elementary school, I had every year they would ask for a list of things I had to get, and so I have a bunch of different watercolor palettes just from those years, and I never even used them, so I have them all left over. So that's why I get to have these, which is pretty cool. I guess we'll just go ahead and start. So with the paper, I go ahead and put it down. I have another paper below it to try and help catch salt from either getting onto the table and on the floor. Be an extra boundary, if you will. Alright, so put your paper down. The best part is fireworks explode in any direction, any different way, all different kinds of designs. There's even some fireworks that look like smiley faces, hearts, stars, you name it, it's probably been done. So you get to put whatever design you want on here. I want to do a star one up here. I found it best to make sure there's enough glue, but don't put too much. There's my star. Good start. Sorry. Alright, next one I will do kind of just exploding with little lines around it. Kind of like in the example. This middle one is what I'm going for here. See if I can find a way to show you. So the way I did this is I just created a bunch of lines. And the reason they're curving like that is because when fireworks fall, the gravity pulls them downward instead of going straight out. But you can have them whatever direction you want. They can go upwards, they can go sideways, diagonal. And then I also added little lines in between just to help show that it is exploding, because it is a firework. I'll do one with dots, just little dots. When you're doing that, you have to be careful not to let it drip. You have to kind of shake the bottle so that it stays just a little dot. You can make the fireworks as big or as small as you want, however many. You can just do one. They don't even have to be fireworks. If you can think of something cool you want to make with the salt watercolor, go right for it. I've said the term salt watercolor firework artwork. I think I say it wrong every time I say it now. And then my last one on this page, I'll just do a little one going up from the ground. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that. This is the step where I'm at right now. The fun part, the messy part now, is we get to put salt over this. I have the salt saved from when I did the example craft. Just in this lid. I'm going to try and reuse as much as I can. I may have to use more though, because there's a lot of glue on this page. You got to make sure it's covered. You have to, when you're covering it with salt, you have to put a good layer on top of the glue to make sure it sticks. And you have to make sure it is covered. You guys can't even see that, can you? Oh boy. So, I don't know if you remember how big that was, but it is well covered here with a lot of salt. Go ahead and cover up all of your glue. I found it easier if you got a container like this, take your salt and pour it into the container. Don't pour it straight from the container onto the glue, because this makes it so much easier to control. You will be using a lot of salt for this, so if you don't have a lot of salt at home, save this video for a rainy day when you do have salt, because you do go through a lot with it. Alright, now that I've got everything covered, try and slide it so you can see it at least a little bit. Everything is covered there. This might have been a more difficult craft. If you're clumsy like me, this is going to be very difficult to keep contained. I dropped a bunch of salt earlier and well, I've got a mess to clean up, but it's a very fun craft, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. Now what I'm doing is I'm bending the paper a little bit so the salt tries to go to the middle. And I've got this in this container that I had it in. I'm just going to try and dump it all in there. This is a very difficult step. You just got to be careful. Take it slow. And of course will try and stick, so if you tap the back of the paper, that'll help bring it off. Got most of it off. At this point, it might look really puffy, and you can still see things falling off. So you want to get all of that extra off, which is why I have this other paper here, because that's what I'm knocking it onto now. There we go. All the salt is on the glue there. There's no dripping. You might have a stray piece fall off every once in a while. And then your my cleanup piece, I'm going to put the rest of the salt in that container as well to clean off my area. Alright, and the best part about this is you don't have to wait for the glue to dry to go ahead and start watercoloring. You can do whatever colors you want, whatever your favorite color is. What I did is I started with my favorite color on the biggest firework and then pick different colors from there. Here's where we need the little cup of water, the brush, and your watercolor palette here. I'm just gonna pick, I'll do a yellow for that star. So for watercolors, you need the brush to get water on that brush. Go ahead and put that brush in your watercolors. And then once you feel like you've got good color on the brush, here you need to dip it into the water again. That way there's enough water on the brush to spread onto the salt. If you do not add extra water, the salt will stick to the brush. And all I'm doing here is I'm just tapping it to get the water onto the salt. If you feel like you need more color, let me see if I can figure it out. There we go. Now you guys can see what I'm doing. You'll have to go back for water quite a few times because that salt, it picks up liquid very easily, very quickly. Probably can't see it, but there's a whole glob of salt on the end there, so I need more water. There's the star, it's all yellow. Alright, clear off the brush, just dip it in the paint, or in the water, excuse me. And then you can wipe off any excess, but you're gonna need a lot of water anyway, so I don't think it matters. I'll do this one green. I just touched it and it spreads pretty quickly. As long as you have enough water on your brush, the color will spread, which is pretty cool. This is a pretty cool craft. You can make them all the fireworks one color, you can make them different colors. If you wanted to, you can even add like different designs to your fireworks using different colors on each one. I'll go for some lighter green here, just to add a different color. I added the lighter green in the middle of that firework there. It's probably going to be hard for you guys to see the different colors, but I'll try my best to show you. And I'm just adding a darker green to the outsides of that firework just to finish it up. There it is so far, and I've got a couple more lines just for explosion pieces, so I'll just use the green again. Need extra water there. This one's going to take a while just to paint, but it's very fun to do. It'll give you something to do this 4th of July too. Alright, there's another firework done. I think I want to do this one with orange and red. So I'll get my red on my brush, and I need some more water. If your water is green from you using green and you switch to red, the good thing is it's not gonna make the color on your brush different. If you wanted to get new clean water, that's perfectly fine, but it won't affect the color that's on your brush. This one's hard to show you and do it at the same time. So I'm just touching the paint and the water to the salt, just so because it'll just cling to the salt and spread from there. And there's another one done. And the last one that I have on here is the little spotted firework. I'll do this one, I'll do it purple. Blue and purple. I think the most important part with this craft is just to remember to get the extra water. Oh, that's a nice color. See if it'll do it again. Watch what happens. You just touch it and the color spreads. done pretty quickly. And say you painted that blue and you're like, not sure how I feel about it, you can always, the joy of watercolors, you can always go back in with another color. So I'm going to go back in with purple on top just to add like cool different colors to it. And there you have it. All of those are colored now. Different, you can do different shapes, fireworks, and different colors. And all that I finished it up with is I have a silver Sharpie. If you have a silver or a gold Sharpie, they will show up on the black paper. And you can write Happy 4th of July on it. And there you have it. That is how you make the salt watercolor firework art project. So it is more difficult than the projects that I have been doing, but it's a really fun one, and I think you'll enjoy it. So let me know how this one goes, and let me know if you like this craft. You guys enjoy it. Happy 4th of July, and stay safe. All right? Bye, guys.